Welcome back, tribe. Modern women are pissed off because men are going their own way. Let's get into it.
I'm not too proud to admit that I'm part of the reason why I'm single. Look, baby, sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's me. I'm real picky. I'm kind of intolerant. I get irritated real fast and then I don't want to talk. Most importantly, I feel like I really only want a boyfriend like 3 days out the week. Monday come around, I do want a man on Mondays.
Selfish. Probably comes from a broken home. Doesn't know the value of a man. Wants the cake with the cherry on top. Me, me, me. Your money is my money. My money is my money. Like, this is why men are going overseas. Why the F would you ever get married or even have a long-term relationship with a woman this greedy, this selfish?
Days is definitely a day where I feel like I could use a partner today. You got the Monday blues. I want somebody to vent to. I want somebody to talk to me. I want somebody to probably send me some money to make me feel better.
There it is.
Like a man today. By the time Tuesday gets here, my spirits are lifted again. I'm not really in the mood to talk. I kind of want to do my own thing. Wednesdays as well. Thursday getting...
Stay on the street. Get pumped and dumped. Open your legs for a man on Mondays. You know the drill, sis. Stop acting like you need a man. Open up Tinder. Get pumped and dumped. Stop crying about it.
Here, I'm thinking about the weekend. I want to go out. I want to look cute. I want somebody to tell me I look cute. I want my drinks paid for. I want us to have a nice, fun time. I want us to go home together. I want us to just chill. I want to cuddle. I want to cook breakfast on Saturday mornings. I want to run errands together. And by the time Sunday gets here, I've been around people all weekend. I want to be by myself again. I want to lay in my bed all day and I don't want to have to answer my phone. I don't want anybody texting me saying, why are you not texting back? I haven't heard from you. I'm not trying to hear all that, baby. I want to be able to go as long as I want without talking to anybody. And I don't want to have to explain that to a soul. And I know that is not good for a relationship, baby. You can't do that. But that's what I want. That's how I am. That's where I'm at right now.
I just saw the guy that I blocked at the gym again. Can you even fucking hear me? Why is it a monsoon? Sorry, I'm in the worst mood ever. The guy that I blocked approached me at the gym. This is the second time I've seen him since I blocked him, and this is the second time that he came up to talk to me. I saw him and ignored him. I kept my headphones on. I was crouched down trying to figure out this machine. I felt his energy standing next to me, so I looked up and I took my headphones off, and the first words that come out of his mouth were, I tried to text you and make things right. I don't care. You're blocked. You don't have the opportunity to make things right. Too late. You know what I said? I said, can you help me with this machine? He said, I've never used it. I said, yeah, me either, but you can figure it out. And then he helped me and walked away. It was so awkward. I need a new gym. If you live in Cleveland, Ohio, give me a gym, because fuck this gym. Not even because of him, but because I literally just cried during my workout because I was so frustrated because every machine I went to use was taken. Every dump.
You see what their problems are in life? Listen, man, people in the modern world live such soft lives. They have absolutely nothing to do with their time. This is where depression comes in. This is where delusion comes in. This is where anxiety comes in. She's freaking out, making a TikTok because the machines were full, the gym was packed, and a guy she's rejected came up to say hello and tell her that he tried to smooth things over. Yes, your day is ruined, immeasurably so. How will you ever survive? Let me go on the internet and get some attention. If you could see the stark difference between a modern masculine woman and a feminine traditional woman overseas, you would tune this bullshit out right away.
Dumbbell I went to use was taken. It's 2 p.m. Don't y'all have to work? I had to improvise and switch up my workout, and I had such a bad fucking workout. I was using too heavy of weights and my form sucked, and now my back hurts, and you know I have back.
Imagine how she complains in a relationship. Can you people that are also off and get to work on this day? I'm trying to get my workouts done. It's 2 p.m. Go live a life. Go do something. Be away from me and my space. You see the entitlement? Ridiculous.
Issue. It's just a big fucking thing. So I fucking hate this gym. I need a new gym. If you live in Cleveland, Ohio, please let me know what gym to go to. I don't even remember what this video is supposed to be about.
No shit, you're a bird.
No.
The saga continues with the guy
Here
that
we
I
go.
blocked that goes to the same gym as me. Part 3
just can't help making videos about the guy she's so over. Like, it's providing free content. It's like drama in your already mediocre, shitty existence.
legs, abs, 30-minute cardio, 30 minutes in the sauna. I thought I was going to make it out unscathed. I'm leaving from the sauna. I see one of my boyfriends on TV, so I stop to watch, and I hear Mary comes up to me and says, I just wanted to apologize. I'm like, again? Bro, we are so good. Don't even worry about it. Water under the bridge. Thinking he wanted to apologize for the reason that I blocked him. No, he said he wanted to apologize for our interaction at the gym 3 days ago. I was like, what are you apologizing for? He said, I just feel like I was dismissive. I'm so sorry for being dismissive. These men are so delusional. Straight men are not okay. At this point, I feel like I need to unblock him because I feel bad. I feel like we should just like try to be friends or something. I don't fucking know. Hopefully this is my final update, but I don't know. People in the comments of my last video were like, maybe this is your husband at this point. And I agree. He is being so fucking persistent. Maybe he is my man. We'll have to.
What the hell? Yeah, someone's going to make that the mother of their children and get reamed in court and go, why did this happen to me? Oh, bro, you got video proof of who your wife is.
Okay, how much money does a guy need to earn to date you?
$500K.
Are you shitting me? What are you, dude? Even every girl at the table. Are you? This is 500K. This is 500.
500K.
Whoa.
What? Not by saying whoa.
You realize that's like
But it's
1%.
possible.
that's
But it's
1%.
possible.
What's possible isn't necessarily probable. And you have how many kids?
3.
You
Are
are
you?
a sex worker. You're an escort. Shouldn't you adjust your standards to be a little
No.
more realistic?
No.
You'd rather be alone than lower your standards from
Yes.
$500K a year.
I mean, I got other standards too, but it's like that money wise, yes.
What are your other standards?
I mean, I
So-
don't want a short dude.
How tall are you?
5'2", 5'3".
Do I have to put a blue book in front of your guy's face every time you tune into these videos? When are dudes going to learn? Invest in yourself, get a remote job somehow, or learn some damn skills to utilize the internet and get your ticket, punch it out of the United States. This is insane, bro. You have a 5'2" sex worker, overweight gremlin talking about you need to make $500,000 a year with 3 kids. And you got to be tall. And God knows what else. I have standards. You have delusions. These aren't standards. These are delusion. You're going to die alone. No, seriously. Like, what kind of man would actually wife that up? You have to be a supreme mega simp. So effeminate, estrogen just oozes out of your skin. Soy mega cuck level. Over 9,000 soy. It has to be. Who in their right mind, man? What self-respecting man would even give her a shot? And if you even are the guy with her stats, like, it has to happen this way because she's never seen a man of that caliber with those qualities that she's looking for. Because if she did, that guy would laugh her ass out of the room. Literally, she'd be the butt of all the jokes. It's incredible what I'm seeing. Bro, a far cry from what feminine women are here in the rest of the world.
What's the minimum height for a guy?
6 foot or taller, but that's like the
Oh my
basic.
God.
So 500K, 6 feet and over. What are your other standards?
I want him to be okay with me having a past.
And do you think you gotta ask yourself, okay, here's all that I want, but what does the guy that I want, what does he want?
She has never considered that shit and never will because of entitlement.
It's like women don't find majority of men attractive. Like only 20% of men are attractive to men. To women, sorry.
It's so hard for women to find a man that they're attracted to, I swear. Like, I used to settle, right? Like, in my early 20s, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get the person who I look at and I want to, like, rip their clothes off as soon as I look at them. Because, women are told that you have to look like an angel to get a moderately attractive man. If you're an average or ugly-looking woman, well, baby, man gonna look like a jigsaw puzzle in the trash can. My first and last relationship, right, with a man, he was like a prototype of what I was attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could use my imagination. I thought I could get away.
I'm going to try to say this as politely as I can because the reality is this is a tough conversation and point to get across because it's always going to sound offensive. See so many of these videos where girls go on these rants about how they were, previously with a guy who was like essentially, he was, so much less attractive than them and they were just doing them a privilege. This guy literally looked like a sewer rat crawling outside of a New York City sewer. Who knows? Maybe they're right. Maybe they're dating the ugliest man in the world and they just happen to be so much more attractive than them. But the reality is this is what most likely is happening. And sometimes it's really not their fault. You have to understand that right now between men and women are always going to be more in demand, okay, than men. It's just the truth. I want you to envision as a man, okay, if you had thousands and thousands of women constantly messaging you and approaching you or whatever, trying to get at you, even if they were just trying to sleep with you, wouldn't that not affect you psychologically so that when you did find a girl, you're having some issues with her, maybe you don't think she's that attractive because you have a couple people in your messages that look a little bit better than her? What happens is your ego starts to get inflated and the reality is can't even blame them because if thousands of women are messaging and chasing you, even though you might deep down know, okay, these women just want to sleep with me, it doesn't quite sit well in their head. These people legitimately think because maybe they've had guys in their life who were good-looking men, okay, try to pursue them. that a lot of them really do think that these men were looking for long-term relationships. And that's, in my opinion, not always the case. What happens is a lot of the times when a girl finally gets a guy who's willing to commit, that guy is typically around the same league as her. And I think that's what happened to this girl. The reason she doesn't realize this is because she truthfully probably doesn't actually know what she really looks like. So she's constantly probably confused at why the only dudes who are...
It's because the comment section of other women telling her she's a queen, tell her she's beautiful, and she could be overweight. It's just fake compliments. That's all it is. That's what inflates their ego. But if they were asked men to really rate them and give them a real number, you know, if you could make it anonymous, I think her head would explode finding out.
Are willing to commit to her are so ugly or unattractive to her. You have envisioned yourself to be at whatever level of attractiveness that you have, you know, concoct in your head. Maybe you've gotten a lot of male attention, or maybe you've been with better looking,
or they're all just lying because they're trying to get laid. It's that simple.
Guys in your life. But the reality is those dudes did not want to commit to you. And that's really what, you know, shows if a woman is above average, is how many guys are actually trying to date her. Lastly, the thing is, too, people forget that men and women, the things that we look for in dating are very different. And beauty is typically something that is just more important to men than it is to women. No different than a man coming on this app and being like, yeah, you know, listen, the last like 4 girls I've dated, they always, you know, didn't make that much money. I always had to support them. You know, it's just something that like you don't hear a lot of guys complaining about, because typically men don't really care about like money, and women care more about like, you know, the things you're going to give them and the life you could provide. And men typically care more about your appearance. I always found it so ironic. These women will be gassing themselves up, basically saying they're so much more attractive than all of these partners that they have, but they can't pull a better looking partner. They keep getting stuck with these ugly partners, these ugly boyfriends that they have. Why can't you get a good looking one then? Is it
they can, they just can't keep them. That's the problem.
Because then you have to compete with actual good-looking girls? Is that probably why? You know, it might be a tough conversation to have with yourself, but the reality is if you continuously keep having a similar type of look to most of your boyfriends, and those are the only guys willing to commit, and you keep saying, well, the good-looking guys, they just want to play around, they just want to go out. It's probably because you're just not as good-looking as you look. It's a hard conversation to have, but that's the truth. I'm sorry.
Yes, if he wanted to, he would. But why are the ones who would always the ones who I'm like, please don't? Like, blah.
It's because women are fucking toxic. They fall in love with the process of falling in love. They don't fall in love with the person. Women 9 times out of 10 will always pick the more toxic dude over the guy that's healthy, because healthy is boring. And she'll never admit this because she can't recognize the patterns in her own self. But not only that, she's also going to have to settle for the less attractive dude that's maybe a 6 or a 7 rather than a 9 or a 10. And she doesn't want to do that either. Why do you think so many women leave happy relationships? It's because they're bored. They miss excitement. And guess what? Healthy relationships are going to get boring. Not only are women inherently toxic in relationships, they're inherently toxic with each other. The way that they backstab each other, the way that they talk shit, the way that they judge each other, the way that they even watch reality TV shows and thrive off the drama.
It's always a competition. There is no female best friend, I'm telling you.
Or how all of the videos on TikTok that go viral are dramatic, or somebody's cheating on somebody and everybody's invested in somebody else's drama. So what she really means when she says that she wants a healthy relationship, she wants a healthy relationship that's just slightly toxic enough not to be boring. Okay, bye.
It was some of the comments are saying, stay single, guys. These modern women are not marriage material. Many women can't tell the difference between fairy tales, fictional characters in movies, and realities. Narcissism, it's promoted in women these days. They all echo chamber it, and it's a huge issue. Not just in relationships, but also in work and everyday life. Yeah, I want, gimme. Nothing about what you're going to do to reciprocate and give him what he needs, wants. Enjoy paying for your own drinks and having to hype yourself up on Mondays to go to an actual job. Yeah. Like I said, guys, the adversarial nature in the West is insane. You're not going to find many feminine women. It's like a needle in a haystack, and you have to invest far more than your grandfather ever did and your great-grandfather. It's getting worse and worse. They call it hoflation. You know, putting in 10 times the work for getting 10x less the woman. And that's the reality of the situation. We're taught to be that way. Men are taught to be effeminate. Women are taught to be masculine. We're being taught to hate each other. We're being taught that, you know, gender norms and expectations are somehow toxic, that marriage is toxic. It's an emotional drain. It's setting us back 50 years. You know, having kids, they're carbon bombs. I mean, the language we have today in the modern world in the West is insane. It's anti-family, anti-natalist. They want you to die alone. They want you to collect cap. They want men to go their own way completely, never passing on their lineage. You know, all the undesirables have to be exterminated some way or another. Why not make life extremely hard for them? Why not make them so stressed out, so anxious that they can't pay the bills every day that they'll start pointing the finger at the closest thing that they can see, each other. While the people at the top keep getting richer, keep enjoying life more, you're getting poorer, you're getting lonelier, you're getting more miserable. That's the name of the game, folks. Don't worry, though. Soon, people will wake up unless they try to clamp down on censorship more. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't yet, join our private community. Join us on some calls. Appreciate everybody that's been booking consults and buying some shirts. Goes directly to the channel. And if you haven't, follow the second channel as well. Click on any of these videos that pop up here. I'm always walking around Bucharest, showing you guys life overseas, just talking about, you know, a whole different aspect of life away from the degeneracy. See you guys on the next one.